Alright guys, this is Kyle, a targeted individual. Also call me VW or Vulcan Wolverine or Big Papa. I'm going to go through my house. This is the back of my house right here, but I'm going to come to that later. And I've still got the aluminum on the walls, which is actually not a good idea because my mom, we're going to have to replace the walls. Well, not replace the walls, we're going to have to float them. So if you don't have a lot of money, that's not a very smart thing to do. It's not something that can just be painted over, like all that aluminum. But it has been very helpful. It's defended me, but these things can work just as well. And this is corrugated steel. And on this side, instead of putting it all the way against the outer wall, I've just put it kind of halfway to where I sleep. Because I don't want to have to buy a lot of it, and I don't want to have to cover this entire wall. But it's really cheap. Well, it's not really cheap. It's like $7 a piece. It's like if you get 14, it's about like $100 for 14 big pieces. So you see here my plugs. These are my plugs that make these walls. Puts off a field of scalar waves. I've got 2 plugs there, 2 plugs here, 2 plugs over on this side of the wall, and this is my Hispanic neighbor's house on this side. 2 plugs here, a plug there because I need all my computer stuff plugged in here. This is one of the tabletop defenders out of the 7 put against their wall for their ground weapons, but also because I wasn't sure if maybe he had removed some of the remote stuff over there, or if he could do that, because I just don't know enough about the technology. So it was kind of an encased thing, and it actually did help. It has helped to reduce the hitting in my chest when I go out. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure if there's some remote stuff over there, or if they can transfer some of the remote stuff. I really don't know, guys. I know that, don't eat that roach, don't eat that roach. Don't eat that roach, boo-boo. She's a good boo-boo, but she eats roaches. The bad thing about this room is that if you turn this switch right here off, then this whole wall, the plugs in this wall, the power will be lost to them, which my parents have done sometimes. And one time I thought that these guys had broken into the house and turned that switch off. I'm not sure if they've broken into my house or not. They haven't done anything big enough to where I could say for sure. But I do know that they could easily get a locksmith. Now this is just kind of where I put, I'm going to get far enough away from it. This is where I put the aluminum polyester, and this wall is painted with aluminum. This wall is painted with aluminum, so if they go through this, there's defense there. This wall is painted with aluminum. That wall is painted with aluminum, so they have to go through those 2 walls there. I'm gonna turn this light off, close this closet. Look at the doggy boo-boo. She's so happy. What are you doing, Pepper? Say hey to the people. Say hey. Say hey, I'm tired of being a targeted individual. Say hey, I'm tired of being a targeted individual. She's such a sweet doggy. I do have my water running right now because they do put a lot of it smells like sewage through my pipes, and it must be toxins or something. I'm not quite sure if it intensifies, what they're doing with the directed energy weapons, or if it's just toxins to make me sick, or maybe both. Flush that toilet. It doesn't have a lot. I don't use this bathroom a lot. And see, along this wall, hey doggy boo boo. Along this wall, I have corrugated steel, 2 pieces in the center right here. See, all along this bathroom wall, and this is still the Hispanic side, and it's painted with aluminum. This is painted with aluminum, like all down here, and even down here I paint it with some aluminum inside. It's gonna be hard. Like some of it, we're probably not gonna, float the wall, but that's definitely something that's not gonna be an easy fix on the house. Shouldn't be that bad. And then I put a mirror here. Just put a mirror right here on this wall. But as you can see, I don't cover this wall with anything. I actually cover the interior wall. Pepper. The good thing about these plates, this is really a good thing about these plates with me and Pepper, is that if you knock them down, they don't break really easily. So I've knocked a couple of them over, and they still work, which is really good. I hope y'all are getting a good picture of this. But this does guard me, so it has to go through a couple of layers. But they've got really powerful stuff. And so I'll move to the middle. You see I've put plugs in all these walls. These plugs are really good. This one was kind of out some. This one on the bottom. And I think these guys may come into my house, but they're very careful about it. And they'll do little things that could actually, kind of increase the power of what they're shooting at me. They do very, very little things that I can't even be sure of. I can't say if they've come in or not. But so I did put this tabletop emitter there just in case. Pepper, what are you doing? He's showing off for the camera. He's rubbing her booty against stuff. Come on, Pepper. Let's get out of this room. Come on. And so when I turn the light off, I have to be very careful to switch it off like that instead of turning that switch, which sometimes I do on my own. And it turns this whole wall, and even the stuff on the other side, it turns that off because it's an older house. So that switch will turn off the wall outlets. So if you have a TV plugged in or something like that, it'll switch off the TV. Which I really can't plug in anything else but those plugs right now. But you see how I do it, and this is the middle area. And this is a constant war. I mean, the people on the Hispanic side are constantly trying to hit me in the chest and stuff with microwaves. This guy on the other side is constantly trying to hit me on the chest with microwaves. So it brought me to a place where, and they're hitting me in the chest right now, but I think it's remotely more than it from either side. So the remote thing is what they get me with the most, and I think I build up a lot on either side, and they just go ahead and they confuse me with the remote thing, making me think that it's coming from the sides a lot. But they are on the sides. They're totally not non-existent on the sides, which some people would tell me. They'd be like, it's just remote. It's not, anybody on your sides. But, okay, I want to go through first. This is my enclosure right here. Let me back off a little bit of ways. Tons of layers of this 75 square feet aluminum, heavy duty. And you see how wide it is? So you can just take this. This is if you don't have money, if you don't have a lot of money, I would say just get you a couple pieces of corrugated steel like this, cover it with this 75 square foot heavy duty aluminum. I think that's the best thing you can do. Get some of this rope right here. This is like that. It's like tether rope that comes in these big kind of ties. So you can, because look what I've done. I have so much aluminum covering this thing, and it's always been a problem. It always make the sides collapse. But so I got this rope holding it up now, and I can put tons of aluminum on top, more than it would be able to support because I have ropes holding it up. So you can even just take rope, put the rope in a couple of maybe 5 lines, and then throw this aluminum over it. Just drape wherever you're going to sleep and cover it with the 75 square foot heavy duty aluminum. Or you can get corrugated steel. You can maybe make something where you make a little house, where you put corrugated steel on the side, then put corrugated steel on the top, and cover that with aluminum. There's tons of ideas, and if you have better ideas than me, please put a video out or comment to me about what you've done. Okay, that really hit me in the chest right now. It really hurt. It's makes it hard to breathe. And it's like pressure along both sides of my chest, like it's crushing it in. But I put this stuff in my enclosure on the front. This is on the front right here. like the TV right there so I can watch TV, and then the stuff on the front because, and I'll come over here, I'll kind of show you that, and then I'll come back to my enclosure in the back of it, because I want to cover my back and my front, and I'm not sure, like I'm not completely sure if the people across the street are using ground weapons or remote weapons or anything like that. I do know this sewage guy who works there, the plumber. He does help them, put poison in my yard and run poison through the pipes in my house. I know that for sure. But I put these little aluminum polyester window covers in the front. I painted aluminum in the front just in case. And on this side right here, all around this room, it's dark. Okay. I think y'all seen this. That really hit me in the chest hard. Like right there, it's like on the bottom of it, and then up on the left side. But see what I've done to the front is I put corrugated steel in the front here, and put the 75 square foot heavy duty aluminum across. Like across long enough to where they couldn't shoot straight through to my enclosure. And I'm not even sure. I know that a couple of months ago, maybe 3 months ago, a trailer moved into their house and has stayed there. They brought new animals, maybe extended family that came to stay with them. So I'm not sure if they're involved or what they're involved with. There's been less poisonings, more shooting of microwave energy from every angle. And you see the aluminum just all over my kitchen. And we're going to have to clean this up. I cleared it with my mom first. And this place is just a rat hole. Like, I hate living here. It's a torture house. It's scary. It's just not, this is where I sleep. In there in that dark hole. It's comfortable. I get in there and I can watch TV. I have Netflix and stuff. I don't stay. I try and get out, even if I'm being remotely hit, because it's not as bad as being in here and getting hit like while I'm in my bathroom or something. But you see all the aluminum up there, and that's 75 square foot heavy duty aluminum, really wide. It's like $5 a roll. But you can cover a lot of stuff with it, and I've covered this whole side. This is the side that's blocking me, from my main attacker, who is behind me, right there. He's ex-military. He's got, I guess, police connections or whatever. He's a very dangerous man. Now I put even some aluminum here because if I'm sitting here, they have remote stuff where they can kind of shoot it in at an angle. Like say I'm sitting up under there, he can kind of shoot it up at an angle of anywhere where it's missing up here. Even if I get down in there, he kind of gets it at an angle, up here, and he'll shoot it down at my head. So I have to be careful. I have to cover like pretty much every square inch. Now this is the back where I have things. These are aluminum polyester window covers right here. This is my little back chamber room. If I walk in here, I'll hear him go across. Like I'll hear him on the V2K stomping, and he'll go to the back and shoot me in this room. And he can get me pretty bad in this room because I don't have many defenses in here. What do you think this video is about, you little boo-boo? This video about you. Pepper's World. What you doing? What you doing, baby? And so I do have aluminum on these walls. I have one plug there. I hope you can see that. I hope you can see this stuff. There's one plug there on this side, which can help to reduce a little bit of this side. And then there's one plug here on this side. Right there. I have plugs all in my house, and that was enough to stop it at first, to totally neutralize it. But he just kept building it up. It's a frequency that he builds up, just like radio waves, Wi-Fi, cell phone signals, and then microwaves. They're all in the electromagnetic spectrum. They're all frequencies, so they can all be built up to powerful levels. He is just jacking my chest up, like I'm hiccuping, and I got acid reflux. The top of it, I've basically held it. Like, you can do it easier than I've done it. I've kind of built it around what I already had. I had a little cabana with the aluminum polyester. And this is actually a chest guard that I had made when he first started hitting me in the chest really hard. It's like a bulletproof vest almost. Let's see. This is this aluminum polyester. I hold it up with this these ropes right here. It's a lot. I mean, it's a lot, and they still kind of hit me. I woke up one morning this week, and my whole head just felt like it had been burned from the inside out. And these are two pieces of corrugated steel covered with aluminum. If you can see these. And I close them in right here. I close them in, and so I can't be hit from any side. And let's see. These are mirrors, like right in front of where I sleep. Mirrors are great. Mirrors are great for any heat energy or directed energy like electromagnetic energy. They're great for everything. I think mirrors probably work the best out of any material that I've found because it's so reflective. I'd say copper is better than aluminum, but mirrors, they work on everything. And then this room, like I've showed y'all, this room is aluminum. This is the wall of shame. You see all the scratches and the kicks on it, like an animal has lived here in the torture house. Scratches along this wall. And here, and this is the main hallway where sometimes I'll, come to, aluminum paint all around here. And then plugs in these walls, plugs in my bathroom. These plugs are great. Like, my guy just has so much power. I think really military power, directed energy weapons. This is the mirror I come to, and I'll look in it, and he'll be like, look at his eyes. He's crazy. He's crazy guy. Crazy. So that's how you can test the remote neural monitoring if you've got a really, aggressive gang stalker. When you go to a mirror or something, they'll give away the remote neural monitoring. Let's see, I'll go into these two rooms. This room, I have not put a lot because I think he is at the other end of the house. And pretty much I've kind of proven that, but this is corrugated steel all along this wall. The walls are painted with aluminum, and it's still the same kind of thing with that light fixture. I can't turn it out, or I'll turn off some of these plugs. But I have one tabletop defender right there, kind of hanging in this room, and then corrugated steel and a plug under this. And let me show you the main. So that's two tabletop defenders, one in this room and one in the room near the Hispanic side. And let's see, I put it all across there except that one spot. Let's go into this other room. Come on, Pepper. See, I got to make sure turn off the light like this. Come on, Pepper. Oh, and along this wall, because my bathroom is on the other side, I put a mirror like right where the bathtub is. And then just some pictures with aluminum foil to cover them. I think that's a mirror too right there. But it's really short, so it's like he can kind of hit over these. But just like when I get into a bath, it kind of helps. Come on, boo-boo. Come on, boo-boo. Come on. Okay. So, and the wall of shame, you can see scratches, kicks, thrown stuff at it. There's a huge mark here going through. Oh, you can't see him in that other room. There are like 3 holes in there where I punched the wall. I don't do that anymore because he can entrap me very badly. Call the police, tell him he's a concerned citizen, tell him he's concerned about his family, and he can really get me. In this room, every wall is painted with aluminum, so we're going to have to float these walls, all of them. if I leave here, whew, and that heater is burning. I've got the corrugated steel all along this wall. This is the most important wall because he has his garage and their kind of living room area, and that's where I think their main place is for ground weapons. And I think he may either put, I'm pretty sure he puts the remote stuff in the living room so they can sit around all the time and do it and still, have some people in there. So I have the corrugated steel, and I put the tabletop defenders behind it, if you can see. Like I don't put up the corrugated steel. I don't put up the corrugated steel and then the tabletop defenders behind it because I feel like the steel will block those scalar waves and will block that a little bit. And I think it did that one time, and I realized it. But I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 in this room, across this room, and it seems to do really good. There's a way that I could coordinate my tabletop defenders and be a little bit safer here in this house, but everything seems to be working okay, so I'm not dying right now, and I don't want to move anything right now. But I'm going to try some stuff, try things out. That's what you got to do. I've spent so much money on this crap, but I'd be dead if I didn't, so it's like my life versus money that I feel. I guess it's not wasted if it's helping my life. And there's like a house right across the street here. This is the main guy right in that house. And this is the most important place because they do have daughters. They put them on the other side of the house from where they're attacking me at, so they can kind of keep it away from them. I don't think their daughters are as stupid as the guy thinks, but I think they still kind of are psychologically screwed up by it. It's not really any of my business. I just want to get away from him so he doesn't kill me. And these are window covers with aluminum. And there's a house right across the street from me, and then there's a house catty corner. And I do get worried that these houses can shoot ground weapons, but they are from far away. So I do protect. I try and protect and think about those angles, and even the angles from back here, which I'm pretty sure nobody goes to my back. I'm pretty sure, but I can't take that chance because if I leave something open, he'll see it because he surveils me in the house, and he'll be like, "Well, we got an opening there," and he'll do it. I know he will. That's not even a question. So I have to cover my bases with my guy, with my gang stalker attacker. So leave comments if you want to see more. If I didn't show something good enough and you want me to do another one, I'll do another video and just keep showing it. It's worked for me pretty good. I hate living in it. It's disgusting. It's like a torture house. It looks like an animal has lived here, but an animal has lived here, huh, Boo Boo Doggy? Oh, Boo Boo Doggy, an animal has lived here. The name's Pepper. Hey Pepper, hey Pepper, hey Pepper, hey Pepper, hey Pepper, hey Pepper. And it hurts her. Like, she'll wake up in the morning and just won't want to even get up. Her eyes dilated, and you can just tell she's stiff. But she doesn't complain. She doesn't complain, huh? You don't complain. Who would listen if you complain, huh, Pepper? I love that dog. I love my little doggy. And I got plugs all in here too. I kind of moved one from here. No, I didn't. I moved it from this other room to over here because I just think that, like, I know that, I don't know. I just like that dinner that I was at the other night. They were hitting me in the throat and the side of the head at the same time. And so that maybe one remote station, because I've heard they can hit you in multiple spots with them. I guess if they can maybe upgrade it or something like that. But I kind of think it's maybe 2 remote stations, or maybe more. Maybe somebody that he's getting somewhere else in the city who comes home and then can help him. I'm so tired of dealing with this stuff. Like, I had a weekend off from work, and it's just been about this. It's like all the time. It's like my whole life is like this. Alright guys, just a few, and this is just right here, this is one of those camping blankets, and then some, I put this kind of up in a thing, because if they were hitting me from across the street, it would have to be pretty low. They couldn't hit up high, they'd have to come in a pretty direct manner to hit me, like right where I'm sleeping. So I put this down kind of low, and these are just rolls of this reflective stuff, which I found doesn't work very well. Like I didn't find that it worked very well. Maybe y'all have had different experiences. Let me know if reflective has worked for you. Mostly corrugated steel has worked very good for me. This thick, heavy-duty aluminum. Look how wide it is. You can see how wide it is, so you don't have to roll a lot of it. Corrugated steel. The thick 75 square foot heavy-duty aluminum has worked a lot better than the aluminum polyester. The aluminum polyester, you have to pile that stuff, pile it up for it to have any strength. You know, the paint worked very well, but it destroys your home. So we're gonna have to, like, me and my mom are gonna have to work on fixing that. So I'd say the best thing you can do, corrugated steel and this 75 square foot heavy duty aluminum. And you could get enough corrugated steel. I mean, it may cost you like a couple, maybe like $200 to cover the sides of your house you need to, and then roll them with aluminum. Roll them with the heavy duty aluminum, the corrugated steel. So you can like put the corrugated steel at the ends of your house on the inside. You don't have to put it on the outside of your house. You know, if you feel embarrassed by it. But you can put it on the inside and then roll it with the 75 square foot heavy duty aluminum tinfoil. Alright guys, if you want to see more, I'm kind of tired, so I know I've been like really droll and boring, like I can just hear it in my voice, like I'm like, oh gosh. But if you want to know more, you know, comment, say I want to see this, or I want to see that, or tell me more about this. Those tabletop defenders you saw are $500. Oh, and I'll go ahead and take them out of my pockets. There's a personal defender there in my left pocket, and then I have one in my right pocket, and then I have one hanging from my neck. So I got 3 personal defenders. Are great. They're $300. So it's a lot of money to buy the tech. The tech works the best at neutralizing the signal, though. We gotta just stop this. We gotta, like, that news article came out, and we gotta get more people knowing about this, and we gotta get these weapons taken out of the hands of these murderers, because I'm getting tired, guys, and they're murdering me in my sleep, and I'm really getting tired, and so we've just gotta work at it. Like, we've gotta get it stopped. This is crazy, and people are willing to do it. Like, I mean, everybody in this neighborhood has been willing to chip in and, you know, put poison and help with murder. And I don't know where it came from. I don't know where people learned this, because I didn't do anything. Like, I've never done any violent crimes. You know, they watch me naked and then they kill me. And I think this just happens to many regular people. So we just got to stop this. We've got to put more information out, because people are willing to do it. And that's a scary, scary fact. And then I look crazy. I mean, they're willing to do it because, like, look at my house. And you'll go into their house and they would hide those weapons and they'd look like totally regular people. So, I mean, that's why they're willing to do it. They really have nothing to lose. The laws aren't protecting us, they're protecting them. You know, and corruption's protecting them. So we've got to stop this no matter what. I mean, it's killing innocent Americans, not just me, not just the people you see videos from. That's what you got to think about. People that are looking at these videos and the people who are making them, you've got to think there are a lot of people out there who are not making videos. They're like scared. They're scared, like young girls and just, you know, guys too, who are too scared to even speak about it or make videos. And those are the people we've got to really, really help, because they're in a nightmare world, and people are just feeding off of them and killing them. It's not America. It's not America if that's going on. It's injustice, and we've got to stop it, guys. We've just got to. I mean, we have to keep going no matter how tired or hurt we are. And that's what this stuff, this physical defense helps. It helps you to get a little bit of sleep, to have a little bit of defense, to keep a little bit of energy so you can just keep going and we can get through this. Because I don't think this stuff has much longer to go. I don't know, people have different theories. We're seeing evil and Christians persecuted around the world, so people think it's maybe the end of the world. I don't know. I think that really awful times in our history are followed by peaceful times. So we got to get through this really horrible time where people are being killed, and it's just like something that's normal to a lot of people. It's crazy. I don't know how people reach this conclusion of what they're doing. Alright guys, I will see you on the next one. I'm going to get something to eat. I'm a little bit groggy and sluggish. But I love y'all all. If you want to see anything specifically or want me to show something specifically that I didn't show, let me know in the comments and I'll make another video. Alright guys, love y'all.